Killa Kela podcast. KillaKelaOfficial.com.
THTC, the UK's leading ethical streetwear label. Organically grown and ethically built garments from hemp, organic cotton and other sustainable materials. 2019 is their 20th anniversary year. Join me with THTC as a Killa Kela podcast sponsor celebrating music, social activism, hemp and street culture. THTC, eco-fashion redefined since 1999.
Killa Kela Sweet 16 streaming across all music platforms now. Featuring 16s from Tina Kamau, Orifice Volgatron, Foreign Beggars, Marga, Bob Villain, Illerman and Trigger. The sounds of Killa Kela Sweet 16s streaming now.
AG Dentistry. In my line of work, not only does what I do with the mouth get reviewed, it's also my instrument. And it's beyond important to me that my teeth get the professional service they deserve. The AG family provide expert dentistry, whether it's NHS or cosmetic. They're the finest in London. Head over to agdentistry.co.uk for more information on treatments and prices. AG Dentistry. Beatbox created.
Killa Kela.
And we're here to talk about world music and street culture.
Killa Kela podcast.
We use those.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Killa Kela podcast, live and direct, serves you right, all things new music and street culture. Henshaw, goodbye Chase, bad lad, Killa Kela live and direct for a good old chat.
What's good?
What's good? Yo.
What's good? Let's do this, bro.
How we doing?
Right. I'm alright. I'm tired.
Why?
I don't sleep properly. I don't sleep much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, insomniac.
No, not so much. It's just I struggle with a few things, just like mentally. So sleeping and stuff like that, anxiety.
Oh mate,
etc.
Believe you and me.
Yeah.
Sometimes like the more the workload, the more the social media, the more you got to do. It's like
It's not so much that. I don't know what it is. It might just be like a sort of chemical imbalance, because it's like I'm not scared of. I'm not scared of much, but it's like I don't know. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped smoking weed as well.
oh, yeah,
For that as well. Yeah, because it's had a bad effect on me. So.
We were saying about that, you know. I mean, mucking about these nicotine patches. It's a dangerous game, ain't it?
Yeah, especially nicotine.
Yeah.
I mean, it has its risks, but
That's,
you know what you're doing.
Here's a man that actually does all you do. This is the man that's like, yeah. Okay. Actually, let me just defend this slightly. Here, let me just slack us up.
Yo, like, you gotta defend it, bro. Do you know what I mean? The devil's grass. It's a good thing, man. Trust me.
Hey, it ain't doing no harm. You look pretty stupid lying on a deathbed down and nothing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Good point. That's a very good point.
True.
Yeah.
So it's good then, boys. Listen, look, you got some hot shit going off in the street. People, you know, the waves are being made. Yeah. Things are happening. I reckon by the time this thing goes live, you guys are going to be even liver.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Always.
Yeah, you feeling good about everything?
Yeah, but this is literally just the beginning, bro. Like, shit is gonna take off past this.
Yeah.
Like, everything's gonna get huge. Like, it's very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
So watch out for that.
You can feel it.
Yeah, you can.
You can feel it.
Synergy, innit?
Yeah. Past few weeks have been quite crazy. Because since we did whatever with Love Sept, rebranded, it's been going sick. We've been pushing out songs. Before that, it was kind of lacking because a few people weren't putting effort in. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I feel that.
But now it's going very well now. So.
Yeah, we were saying just before we ran VT, it's like you have to kind of de-rig and kind of get rid of the. I say deadwood. It sounds a bit crass for putting it out like that, but deadwood. And, you know.
I mean, that's not even like that. It's like, you know.
There's no beef.
No beef.
Hang tight, everyone, innit? But from a business point of view, like, changes have to be made. You feel me?
Yeah.
And at times you have to be business, innit? Like, we're still brothers at the end of the day, but you have to be business if you want to do something.
I mean, there's no friends in this when you think about it. Like,
well, I mean, it's all in. It's it's like the band mentality, isn't it? It's like you have like this unit, it works, it's functionable, and you take it on road, and if everyone's pulling their weight, then the music comes out, and I guess that's the sentiment even with crews, you know.
For real.
Yeah, there was a thing with distance as well, because it's like bad lad. He lives in Oxford, so it's just sometimes a struggle to get down. With me and Henny, we both live here. Yeah. So it's a lot easier for us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
How's Oxford?
It's quiet. There's a lot. I just don't fit in there. There's so many briefcases and suits and
tourists
and suits and ties. Tourist, not.
tourists in
I mean,
Oxford?
yeah, there's loads, but there's just not. I don't go into central Oxford like that much, so I don't see many tourists. But when you do go to Oxford, there'll be like just a pack of like 50 tourists just walking about, just mobbing.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's so crazy is like when I talk to people from Cambridge or Oxford, and they're saying very similarly. They're like, yeah, you know what? It's not really my kind of vibe, because I think anybody that comes from their hometown, they know it's a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
But at no point did anyone from Oxford or Cambridge have anything bad to say about the tourists. Not really.
See, I can say the opposite about Camden tourists. I'm not gonna lie. They get on my nerves sometimes. But
Yeah. I mean, but they're designated days, aren't they? That's like weekend.
Nah.
nah, it's all day,
Really?
day, every day in Camden.
But I
yeah.
mean, I'm used to it. Like literally, you walk down Camden High Road, like you gotta dodge everyone. Do you feel me?
Yeah.
But like, we grew up around that, so it's like it's nothing.
See,
new,
where I
do you know
live,
what
it's
I mean?
safe. Like, there's no like. If you're in London, it can be dodgy in places, but in
Oh,
Oxford,
if you want to talk about it,
everything's fine.
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
London is dangerous, but I mean,
not, bruv, nowhere's safe, man. That's how it is. Nowhere's safe. Like there's fucking fuck people everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. And with gentrification, which we were talking about earlier, you know, that with that comes pressure and extra baggage.
for
You know,
real.
it's a mad one out there at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things going on.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know what to worry about when you go outside. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, man. Just gotta keep it stepping. You feel me?
What's the key thing? Would you argue that the key thing that you got to keep your guard on? Is it
In terms of what when you're out.
yeah? Because you know, like when you're on your ones or something, you know, and being the age that you guys are, it's like there's a lot more pressure on you guys, like
yeah,
being out there, because you're just trying to do the things that fucking anyone would do,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at
For
the age
real.
you are, you know.
people can find out where you are a lot
mean,
easier now as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that all the time. I'm like, yeah, here's my dress, get over here. Get it. And now I'm thinking, like, damn, like 70+ podcasts online. This is
Yeah.
getting real.
I mean, I would just say like, when you're out, if you're not trying to draw attention to yourself, then don't.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? I think too many people put themselves in the position to be in a situation. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll be walking around with a big chain swinging.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Which is already the first port of call, isn't it?
like,
Yeah.
bro.
Some people can feel confidence. They can feel an aura in a person, and it just gets their back up. Or you, for some reason, you become a target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, in my opinion, if you're a teenage boy from the age of 14 to 22, like, you're involved.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're from, what
Yeah,
you
true,
do, you're
true,
involved. Like, it's just a thing of wrong place, wrong time.
That's interesting you say that. So it is really a case of you're part of the tapestry, and you could be a casualty.
It's literally
Yeah.
like, what, you're not from around here, what? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Just for that.
stupid, bro. It's ignorant, but it is what it is, like.
Well, that's mad. Yeah, that's mad. Do you think this? Do you think that social state dictates like what's going on in music right now?
Like there's a lot of music. But people say it's not, but there's a lot of music right now that sort of promotes like a lot of violence and stuff like that. But it's like that. But at the same time, it's hard. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's hard to.
It's art, bro.
Yeah,
I don't really give a fuck about if it's talking about violence. I mean, if you look at my lyrics, like
That's true.
they're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but
You think?
They're vile, but I love
Fire.
it because it's like it's
Or
how
music.
It is. It's going against the grain. It's
You're
what it's
supposed to do what the
be.
fuck you want to do on music.
Yeah.
You feel me? Can I swear on it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Alright then. Like, you're supposed to be able to do what you want.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't knock it, really.
Yeah, true.
Even if there is that influence.
Talk to me about influence. What's what you guys like feeling? What's the state? What are you into?
Bro, just, I mean, personally, I'll let these men answer first. I gotta think about it.
My story is a bit simple. October 23rd, and I went to Scarlord's first UK gig, right?
Yeah.
And I was completely not in this scene. I was lost for what I was supposed to do with my life, and went there. And I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm into this guy. I'm into this guy's music. I'm into this guy's music. And
So I'm gonna bleep that out of the beatbox.
I'm into this guy's music, yeah. And I'd never been to a gig or gone out like partying really. And I went there with a couple mates. and it was no word of a lie, the best night of my life. It was so fucking fun. And
yeah, I bet he's fucking.
Scar,
he was such a chill guy.
Shout out Scar.
Yeah, shout out Scar.
Yeah,
He chilled with us for like 40 minutes after the show, just talking to us, giving us advice and all this shit. And it really just kind of inspired me. I walked out of that building, just thinking like, this is fucking sick. I need to have a go at this. And I knew a little bit about music already just from school. I did it in my GCSEs. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking go for it. And then I posted the picture with me and Scar, and it got so much traction. And since then I said, you know what, I just got to keep on this.
I'm going to do it, yeah.
And then I announced an album, I dropped it, and it was sick. I mean, now I look back at the album, it's trash, like. But it's been going since then. And like, you know, people call me a Scar. Well, they used to call me a Scar clone because I had no reference to what I should be. All I had was, I'd been to the Scar show. How do I make it? Scar's obviously doing something good, so I'm gonna do what he's doing.
So it's gotta be,
yeah. And since then I've fallen into my own lane, which is
100.
great.
Yeah.
And you know, and that I've sorted that out quick because I realised I can't keep doing that. There's so many people in my scene that are following the mask trend, the trap metal trend, which is going in a bad direction at the moment, and just the edgy trend. And I'm trying to stay in my own fuking lane, and I've done it, and I don't care what anyone says. I've done it.
I mean, like, fucking six going. So yeah, I think with the. All right. So yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going up. So yeah, in terms of like that trap core kind of thing.
Trap metal, we call it.
Yeah, see, I think it. You know what? I think it's one of those things where it works for like a couple of acts, but then after a while, it's like people try and pin it into something, and when it should be just like you know, I can't.
100%.
You know what I mean?
So true.
Yeah, when I first found out about it, like the genre, I was thinking, because obviously I was always like a metal fan. I'm a fan of every type of music. So as soon as I found out there was like a mixture between these two genres, I figured, wow, that's sick. Like,
because that's the door opener. It's like, fuck, that's amazing.
Yeah,
and then you're in, you know.
I mean, originally for me, the person who put me onto all of that was X.
Oh, fuck.
Like,
Of course. Yeah.
That's when but
I've got him tatted on my chest.
yeah, for real. But like, he was the sort of first person that introduced me to that whole scene. Like, and then I found people like, you know, Scarlord, like, Suicide Boys, all those people.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I'm a grime head. Like, I'm like proper on like grime and garage. So that, you know what I mean? It was a breath of fresh air to me.
Yeah, I like the DNA of it all. I like the way it kind of merges genres and it takes a huge leap because of social media. It's like almost like it's like the whole trap thing and the you know, trap metal. It's kind of got its own organism outside of
there's
all
a
genre.
whole audience for it, and I'll tell you now, I've been told this by multiple labels that I've been talking to recently. In the trap metal scene is huge, right?
Yeah.
However, obviously in the grand scheme of things, it's not like on the radio and shit, but there is such a huge audience for it, but they just don't know where to find it.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Russia, right? Russia is in such a shit situation at the moment. Everyone's got so much like pent up aggression and emotion. They've got nowhere to take it.
Yeah.
So if you look at anything trap metal, Russia's fucking on it. Russia's all over it.
Yeah.
And I've got mad love for Russia because they give me so much love. But it's like there is a huge audience for it.
I'd imagine like Brazil was as well, like South America.
Anywhere that's in a struggle, it's makes sense
because you relate to it. Yeah, angle, you know what I mean. But yeah, with my influence, I have a lot of influences. I got like, with me, I don't rap. I'm a singer. Like I sing, but like I sort of like rap at the same time. So it's got to be. If you listen to my music, you understand what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I get you.
What I mean. So I've got influences from like drum and bass. I grew up on drum and bass. Grew up on grime.
Yeah.
Cause my mum's. I've got a young mum, so she was just growing up on like Skepta, all everyone pretty much.
Hang tight, mumsy.
That's my era. That's my era, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, right now I'm more of an alternative kind of sound with like live drums, sort of like Rex Orange County, but less like sort of mainstream sounding in a way. But yeah, I'm a producer as well. I've produced shit tons of tracks.
This guy's insane.
Sick, yeah. I should check that out.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro.
Honestly.
You gotta check these boys out. I swear to God,
Honestly,
like,
bro.
Mate, you can't sleep.
Yo,
let alone
Love
chase. You can't
Sept.
sleep on Love Sept, let alone chase.
Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. You got a bunch of gigs coming up as well. You got the whole. I mean, we're gonna make sure this comes out for the Camden one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good night, bro. Yeah. I mean, we played there. The whole reason we were even a thing is because we played there.
The year before?
No, September 3rd. last year.
2018. Yeah.
We played Camden Assembly with.
By the way, this is the story of how Love Sept formed.
I mean,
let's
literally.
just break this down.
So it was us. It was actually Alien Head show. You know what I mean? Shout out Alien Head.
Yeah, shout out Alien Head.
We had Resurrect on there. A guy called Quino. Shout out Quino. And Rare Kuma. Was there anyone else?
No.
EB.
EB.
Oh, yeah, he was a surprise, but he came out of nowhere.
Free EB. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that man's
But,
in Kenya. Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's another story,
Yeah,
yes?
we'll talk about that. We'll go through people in a bit, but yeah, he's in a situation right now. But
Yeah, so we had that show, and then after that, we was like, yo, like, the amount of traction we got from this, like, we need to, you know what I mean, invest in it, like, make it a thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
we were talking about making it because we were a smaller group of us before that show. We kind of met up a few times through shows that we'd been to, and we like someone brought up let's make a clique or a collective, right? And I was completely against it because I was like, you know what, I need to be solo.
I remember that.
A lot of us were like, yeah, maybe. And then kind of like after September 3rd and we did that gig, it was just a completely different vibe. It was family, it was different. And because we all kind of like, all of us came from fuck all, did this show, shut it down. It was a sickest show ever.
Yeah.
In a world-class venue. It was just great. Shout out Camden Assembly, that was great.
hang tight, Camden Assembly.
Yeah. But like, it
Hang
was
tight,
just...
hold tight, Camden.
Camden's...
You get me, innit? Hang tight, Camden.
I fucking love
Dumb.
Camden. Yeah, no one can say nothing.
It's the Florida of London, in my opinion.
That is that. I agree with that.
I like that.
Nah, it's the Camden of
love
Camden.
that.
It's the Camden.
Camden
But now, in
Camden.
terms of like, because like Florida's popping off, like, so
Yeah.
you know.
There was never really much people coming out of Camden, but recently there's been a good few people.
You know what it is? It's like I think with a lot of these things, whether it's like thrash or punk or metal, like it all derives from that one place really, and that's just anger. And like what rap, hip hop and rap have done is the new generation have basically given it some, I don't know, some spotlight. Like, yeah, you can be angry and you can still have like guitar samples, which is something like metalers don't want to do. They don't want to get out the dark age. They don't want to, they don't want to move forward.
Yeah.
That is true.
Very.
I agree with that.
Like, I love metalheads, but they're all stubborn.
They're stubborn as well, man.
But that's no offense to metalheads. I fucking love you guys, but my mate's a metalhead. But
Listen, you know what?
you've got to change it up all the time.
Exactly, you just got to keep it moving because, like, or else, Marshall ain't going to be selling their amps if, like, anyone that's, like, doing metal are, like, in their 40s, 50s, and they've got the same guitars and pickups.
Yeah.
They're just not going to sell, so, you got to keep it moving, don't you?
100%, bro.
Yeah.
You guys into, like, metal? You into, like...
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm not. People would think I'm really on metal, but like I honestly never listen to like even Slipknot. I do like metal, and I listen to the occasional song because I like the guitar sound. But I'm not like, I don't follow it.
I'm more of a punk side to it though.
Yeah, I'd have to agree because I think the UK just does everything better. Honestly, like, we just do everything better. So like the UK sound is what drives me, like, for real.
Well, you know the theory on that is, isn't it? It's like the UK is the place where you create and innovate, and then America's the place where you sell and export. Yeah.
I was gonna say America's the place that
America's
steal it.
like
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
I mean, not taking anything away from the talent and skill set of like some of the most like forward-thinking, Nine Inch
100%.
Nails.
Facts,
Yeah, I mean, Nine Inch Nails, Glitch Mob, fucking all these got like some of the most amazing like artists and electronic pioneers. But I think because of the size of the country, like you can basically land there with an innovative idea and you could tour the fuck out of it.
Oh yeah.
So 100%, bro. I mean, yeah, no, I agree completely, but I'm just saying, like, the UK sound is where it's at. Although it might not be popping, and it might not be...
It will be soon. You could literally just feel it. Like, there's something unique about the UK. Like, it's the exact same thing I was talking about with Russia and the trap metal. There is so many people that want to hear it, but they just don't know where to look.
Yeah, like recently on YouTube, there's been like loads of American people just like finding UK music and just listening to it, like, and giving it love. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
People gave the UK sound a bad rap, like for I think last year, maybe the year before. They're saying, that the UK accent kind of ruins rap a little bit. Some people said that, but now they're all
love
like,
it as soon as Drake
now they're
gets
like,
involved,
yeah.
that's the thing.
As soon as if you get it right, like, because they listen to the wrong people, in my opinion. But if you get it right, if you listen to some the big names coming out of the UK. It's the good shit.
Bro, that new Gigs album is like, whoa.
Do you know what? I ain't even pre the
His
gigs.
music video is crazy. I've seen it.
Bro, you got to check out this.
I know AJ Tracy just released a sick project.
Yeah, I haven't heard that
And
yet.
I'm waiting on Dave's project as well. Like,
Yeah, Dave's on fire right now.
Dave is the level, bro.
He's such a top boy as well.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him in here for a minute. It was nearly going to happen.
Really?
For
Really?
real?
Yeah,
Bro, that'd have been hard.
Yeah,
Good.
we got some plans. There's some things popping. It's all good. So, do you think like some of the reasons why like maybe people ain't attaching a scene association or like knowing what to do with the genre is because of the anonymity, almost like the closed doors that kind of happen because of the social media and stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, also people don't really like what they don't understand as well at the same time. There's a lot of people that don't understand like anything that has like low emotion, as in like say being angry.
Some people just automatically disagree with it.
People because it's like especially with like a lot of mental stuff. It's like if you ain't been through that mental state, people don't understand it. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
I mean, as well, it's just like it's so new when you think about it. Like this scene has not been about for long.
Super new.
It's like literally, it will probably take off years from now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
it'll
what
be
I'm saying.
completely different, but that's you know what I mean. Something will change that will spark.
I've had people telling us that you know we're too futuristic. Like our time will come. We've just got to keep on it. But it's like we're ahead of our time at the moment where eventually people are going to catch up and be like, okay, these guys are it. And that's what X was doing. He was so ahead of his time. And then and you know, there's like we were saying, like there's that filter that like not a lot of people can find this genre, right?
Yeah.
And X was one of those people that broke that filter and got into mainstream, and that's ideally where this whole trap metal or like grunge punk vibe needs to get.
Yeah, and like people get it they don't understand like, and I have this conversation all the time like because you know I flip the fringes of like old school and new school a lot, and people even the newer school guys are like it's mumble rap. I'm not sure. It's like dude, like this is just a precursor. It's just the beginning of something that will transfer into something else. It's just ideas, and as long as the ideas come out, then it's good.
I mean, when you think about people say these new rappers ain't really saying anything, but like when you look at the beginning of hip hop, it was a lot to do with pop and dance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like even there wasn't a lot being said, and then we sort of reached the lyrical level when people like NWA and that lot came out. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
where else can you go? Is that what you mean?
it's not even where else can you go. It's just like they're trying. It's something new.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, don't knock it. Just don't listen to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, people are too emotional and they got too many opinions nowadays.
Facts, yeah.
Oh, mate, some of his opinions like arseholes, man. Everyone's got one. Do you know
I
what I mean?
don't mind about opinions. Like, opinions is fine. If you've got an opinion, it's fine. But there can't be. There's so many people out there that just can't take it. It's something so minor as well. Like, just, you know what I
But
mean?
that must got to be a good thing. That must not only fuel your passions and fuel the music, but that also must be like, well, we don't want you to like it anyway.
Yeah, in a way, like it's like especially like there's a lot because with like future music that I have planned is like I don't plan for people to like it. Like say even with the way I dress sometimes, it's like I'm walking like my dad's like to me, how do you go out when you dress like that?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm just saying to him, I just do it. Like, I don't really think like when people are looking at me, I just think, oh, they're looking at me because
it's different.
Exactly, they're looking at me because they don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? In a way.
Because it's hard as fuck.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a walking stoplight. Look at me. And the way I see it is like if people are stopping and looking at me, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, I want people to notice me. Yeah. And I'm a fucking filthy attention whore. Like, I love it. But like it's not even in that way. When fucking if people stop me. Well, man, people don't stop me, but if people
what are you doing?
Stop. If people stop and look at me in the street, it's like, well, that's what I want. I want people to stop and look at me on the internet. You know,
bro, my mum and dad's even now turn around to me and go, "You sure you want to go out like that?" Even now, like that shit doesn't.
My dad just ignores me like now. Like, don't ignore me, but like
he just kind of pays it no mind.
He's
now.
very traditional, like anything, like because I paint my nails and stuff like that, and he doesn't agree with it, but he don't say nothing about it anymore because it's like. Even if he says he don't like it, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Basically.
I mean, you can't win with parents, man. Like even now, like, I think what it is when you're a creative, like you have this kind of you have these abilities to be able to pull off an outfit and just kind of get away with it because it just by design you're an artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, with parents, it's like my parents are hella laid back. They appreciate what I'm doing.
They're from the grime era. That grime.
No, my parents grew up on drum and bass and garage.
Yeah.
Not grew up on, but they're from that era. Do you know what I'm saying? Of like going out, like listening to garage and
I'm
whatnot.
almost certain I know who Killa Kela is. I have no doubt about it.
All right, then listen. I'll ask the mums.
Holla, tell them what's up. Tell them what's up.
But no, man, it's just like my family are hella supportive. Like, you know what I mean? My granddad bought me my first equipment, like my mic, and you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's sick.
yeah, like, because my granddad was a musician himself,
Oh, yeah.
or is a or you know,
Yeah.
he used to be in a band. But so yeah, man, he's just like,
So as a heritage, you come through a bloodline of like.
yeah, I
people listening to
suppose,
music
yeah,
and shit,
Yeah.
yeah, music's a big part of like that side of the family.
But Bad Lad, I love your vibe. Is like, well, actually, I didn't come up through nothing other than I just want to do this and this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
True.
honestly, the way I see it is like I've been fucking lucky. Like I didn't come up from like a rough area. I've been very lucky. I've had, you know, my family's not wealthy, but they're well off. And yeah, like I'm never gonna go out and pretend I had a fucking hard time growing up. Like
A lot of people do that.
So many people do that.
It's
and
funny.
Yeah.
It's boring, isn't it?
Yeah. Like people, you know, don't get me wrong. Like if you're from that kind of area and you
Then
talk
fair
about
play,
it, then do
yeah.
it.
You can tell when it's real though. You can
Yeah.
tell when
Yeah,
you're listening
yeah,
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Do you know
can
what I mean?
hear it, can't
Yeah.
you?
For real, bro.
But what differentiates your situation in terms of content and delivery? Probably, it's just you just represent a scene, innit? That's what it's all about, innit?
Yeah. At the end of the day, I want to be a figurehead of my own wave,
Yeah.
or my own lane.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm aiming for.
Yeah. Do you do your own beats?
I can make beats.
Mm.
I found it to be more productive to go with getting beats from producers and stuff because it kind of forces me to go outside my safe zone.
Yeah.
Because if I make my own beats, as I'm making the beat, I'm thinking of how can I rap on this, and I did that for my whole first album. That was all produced by me. Probably why it sounds shit. No, I'm joking. It sounded okay for what it was. It was okay.
Feedback. This is what it's all about. It's all about feedback. There's no bad. There's no good.
Yeah.
It's just as long as you get it out there.
But I like going with different producers because all of them have got like a different structure to their beats. Some of them have just like a different mix, and it really forces me to go for a different voice, different flow, different all this sort of shit. And the second I started going on other people, I was totally against using other people's beats because I wanted to have my own sound. But you can still get your own sound through.
And you also get like
using
a second set of ears always helps as well.
Yep. And then they push your stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you finished it.
Yeah, like with my beats, it's like I can make anything. Like I can make drum and bass. I can make fucking house. I can make I can make anything.
Good man.
With me, it's like everything sounds different, but in a way, like I've been told, like it still sounds like a chase beat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but with me, like with my solo music, it's like I've made a pledge to sort of produce everything myself because it's a lot more. Because it's with my music, it's a lot more like not organic. That's not the word, but it's more like because recent songs have been like with live drums, live guitar. So everything's just sort of more like not so computerized. Do you know what I mean? It's very it's very like Arctic Monkeys kind of inspired. Do you know what I mean? So
wicked.
but yeah, like with my beats, I don't know. It's just I don't really stay to one thing.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's cool because then all the influences merge into.
Yeah, it's because I taught myself really. Like I watched a few videos, but I just sort of I like trial and error.
Yeah,
That's how I work. So
I like that. That's
yeah.
a good sentiment. Yeah. Do you do beats generally for Love Sept?
I do beats for everyone.
I mean, he's
Shout
literally
out your
produced
beat styles,
90% of my music.
90%, yeah.
Probably 99%.
Must have track train.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. We started his first song.
Tell them about how you used to. Actually, no, maybe we shouldn't. Basically, how you.
No, that's
you,
cool.
You used to
I'll fuck it. I'm gonna do it
everything.
anyway.
You used to make everything in one session.
Yeah, basically. So
shit, bro.
Yeah.
that's cool. It's cool. Don't mind. Basically, yeah. So the way when I first started making beats, this is a kind of a long story. So I started in year 9. I've always loved music. Like I had a big dubstep phase as well.
Yeah, nice.
Same. Love dubstep.
Yeah. I started.
Not involved.
Yeah. So I grew up on Eminem as well, and like Tupac, everyone. So I grew up on everything. So basically, what happened was I always loved music, but I always knew I'd have a sort of affiliation with music. That's whatever I'm doing in my life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it was so first day of year 7 pretty much I had a music lesson, and we was on Reason on and then we sort of been shown just how to make any composition, understanding like that there's 4 beats in a bar, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I grew a mad attraction to it, but I didn't think I didn't know I was gonna be doing that properly until I was in like year 10.
Right.
I did magic at one point, like
I can picture you doing
I was
magic.
decent.
Dynamo.
Someone dynamo shit.
Some just better card tricks.
Everyone in school used to call this guy Dynamo in the corridor. Like, hey, Dynamo, do us a trick and whatnot.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
But yeah, what happened was I got Xbox and I just forgot about it. But then I started. I got my first iPhone, and then I got GarageBand on it. I started making beats on that.
Big up GarageBand.
iPhone had the GarageBand?
iPhone. I had iPhone 5 and had a GarageBand, and I started making beats on that.
Yeah.
And then from those beats, I got into a radio station interview with the Roundhouse.
Fucking hell, I didn't know this.
Man, that's crazy. Just off the phone.
Yeah, but listening to it now, they were decent, but they could have been so much better because this was on the phone.
You can make some sick stuff in GarageBand.
Yeah, on the phone as well, man. It's even better now. Since I last used it, there's like you can put like EQs and everything and stuff like that.
Oh, that's sick.
One of my tracks off my album coming out, it's called Bleed. When you hear it, everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck is that sound?" Right? And I'll tell you now, if you listen to that song, it's made on GarageBand. It's
What?
insane. Yeah, when my mate was like, "Oh yeah, I use GarageBand. Oh, can you check out my beat? What do you think of it?" And I literally instantly I was like, "You did not make this on GarageBand."
GarageBand is underrated.
It's so
Yeah,
sick.
GarageBand is underrated, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, so I was doing that, made beats on there. I was thinking, I can't do this. Like, I need a laptop. So I started watching FL Studio videos and stuff. I was like, this looks really. I look like I feel like I could adapt to this. So I did that. Got a demo. FL Studio demo is free.
Oh, right.
It's free. But so basically, whenever you could do anything you want.
Yeah.
But as soon as you save it, you can't reopen it. As soon as you save your project, you can't reopen it, right? So what I was doing was making beats in one session.
Yeah.
Keeping my laptop like on overnight, not closing down my thing.
Welcome to my world, bro.
Struggle, man. It's a struggle. But then at first, I made a beat at his house in like 10 minutes, and we recorded it with one of these mics.
Yeah.
And yeah, we posted it the next. We knew we were gonna start releasing music, but it was nowhere near that time. We did that, and it got mad.
Literally, it got like 200 plays in like 12 hours, and I was gassed. You know what I mean, I was walking down the street like I'm not fucking man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're 10 feet high, man. It's like when you do a good gig or anything. It's like
it's a mad feeling.
Literally, up until majority of my songs that I have out were recorded and written, and the beat was made in half an hour because he had the demo, but I didn't even have a laptop. Do you feel me?
Yeah.
But like.
That's the way it goes. You go on energy, and sometimes like the simplest thing could take like 20 minutes to do and 30 minutes to vocal, and you've already got the vibe.
That's how like Mask Off. The song Mask Off is 3 things. There's a sample, one literally 3 things.
I saw the
kick, snare, hi-hat, and the sample. So there's 4 things. Yeah.
Mask Off is the easiest beat ever.
But look at it, it's a hit.
Yeah,
like,
and you're laughing. You know,
millions of streams.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ronnie J did that.
No, I don't think so. It was Metro.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's so much heat coming out, and like I think the best thing as well is that there's a level playing field in that people can just like do it, and while that you could argue that okay, so you know, it's congested. It's not. It just means that everybody's your competitor.
It's very saturated.
Every single person.
Oversaturated, I think.
Yeah, but that's cool because like
we ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're creating lanes.
Yeah.
Creating lanes.
That's the goal.
Like, because obviously I have 2 I make beats. And obviously I make my own solo music, but I have like a website that you can buy beats off, whatever. But I have like an Instagram, right, and it's fresh because I only just started this website recently. But it's like so many people make music now. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, without it sounding, I'm not a prick, but it's not something for everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'll be listening to some like not to sound like pompous or nothing like that, but I'm listening to because I know I have an ear for it, so it's like I know like I'm listening to some people's beats and it's like. They're not up to par. If anything, you need to practice more. Before, because do you know what it is? People see people getting sales so quickly, and they think, "Oh, I just want money." Let's quickly post stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's not even just with beats. It's like going back to like the trap metal alternative scene.
Yeah.
You have to.
As healthy as it is, it's so cancerous because there's so many whack artists just trying to jump on the wave.
You can't sit in the trap metal community. You can't sit in front of a mic and go, You have that, like, you have to be like, when I come out of a studio session, I'm sweating.
There's emotion with it.
I'm actually screaming my heart out on it. And like, it's
emotion.
like, so many people send me tracks, say, oh yeah, bro, can you know, and I'm not dissing these people that send me tracks because I fuck with all you, but like, some people, especially at the beginning, they'd send me something and be like, oh, what do you think of this? And I'm like, listen, bro, you need to be actually going for it. You really, like, if you want it,
you can hear
you have to show it.
Yeah, you can almost hear that they're kind of reluctant.
It's not even that they're
if you're
reluctant.
whispering, there's a reason. It's because your parents are indoors or something, and they give a fuck. No, you should just don't give a fuck. Go for it.